Hello. Welcome to Sam
And Ella.
Got Canceled. We are running errands. One errand includes my visit to my doctor for my thumb, which may include beginning physical therapy, as I am extremely optimistic apparently. And I think we have to drop off a payment of some sort for Ella's up and coming surgery of some kind. I'm trying to think what else. Wasn't there one other thing we had to do?
Go by the post office.
Yeah, post office. So, like I said, errands.
I texted you everything we needed to do so we wouldn't forget.
Yes, and then I promptly forgot to bring my phone and left it at home.
Did you really?
I really did. Because I figure hopefully at the doctor's office, like last time, somebody will be playing bingo on their phone where everybody can hear it. And I can holler out bingo every few numbers and letters to let them know that I'm paying attention.
Right.
Right? Yeah, I'm learning about all these pet peeves my dearly beloved has about people saying right when they're really saying, do you agree or not? Right? Do you agree or not? Right. Okay, so anyway, we got that going on. A lot of that.
It's where everybody, it's like these days, people make statements and they're like, after they're done giving this big spiel, they go, right?
Which is basically an assumption of agreement. I'm crazy and I have lunatic ideas, but you agree with me, right?
And it's like, no, I don't. Wrong.
Yeah, you're a lunatic.
I want to say wrong every time they say right.
Yeah, it's like, what is your worldview on actual truth and embracement of facts? Well, I'm kind of having mental issues, but other than that, I think we're in agreement. Yeah, I agree you're having mental issues.
He's not talking about me, by the way.
No,
it sounds like he's talking about me because I'm not having any issues except for him.
Right, I am her issue. But like, well, as an example, yesterday we went to do our pre-planning for our funeral services so we can get that all paid for, so things that might be surprise expenses won't be there. Everything will be paid for.
That way we don't have to worry about them just doing whatever they want to do and the cheapest route and just throw us in the ocean or the Tennessee River.
Or incineration thing.
Yeah. Whatever.
So, anyway, but this stuff includes...
You left out the part that we made a promise to your mother.
We did.
That we would not cremate. So that's why...
Did you see that car jump over 3 lanes to get on the exit?
Do you see that they're going to get right back in front of me?
Yeah. Driving's hard. It is harder if you're stupid. And apparently...
They'll probably run that yellow light. No, they're going to actually stop. But they were in such a hurry. And look, we're in the exact same spot now.
Well, he's texting.
Crazy. He is. That is...
Yeah. Anyway. So... this includes, like, it's kind of an insurance type thing as well, because it includes, like, if we pass away out of town, they will cover the cost of transferring the body back to the funeral home. It includes fraud protection if, you feel like, or if the people that are...
Say if you die and I'm left behind, if I feel like there's somebody trying to cheat us or something like that with the accounts that your name was on, which everything's in our name.
If we happen to pass away at the same time, the sister-in-law is going to be in charge of everything because for all the families, she's the most trustworthy, and we have a phone call, so I will pause. Okay, we're back after the phone call.
That payment's sent. Next.
I thought you had to have 3 payments.
Honey, that was for your brother's house insurance.
Okay.
I can't send the payments. I have to go to drop off the one for the...
I know. Oh, you have to take one with you to pay the anesthetist.
Two with me. Got to pay the surgery center and the anesthesia place.
Well, what were those 2 payments for?
That... I'm not having this conversation with you. Go on. Whatever you were saying. I'm done talking to you. You talk to them.
Anyway, my sister-in-law is the one we trust to handle stuff. So, if she detects fraud protection, or if Ella...
Fraud protection?
If she detects fraud, there's fraud protection for her. If I'm survived by my lovely wife, if she detects any type of fraud...
There ain't gonna be no fraud when I'm alive.
Well, that's true. I'm the one that's older that might click on something and get frauded. But anyway...
You click on stuff still at this age and get frauded. It's like...
I'm challenged.
I can detect it from a mile away.
So, they offer all these services, and my question to the guy... was number one, I asked him, what's your percentage of all this? Because
he wouldn't tell you
he wouldn't tell me. I said, you don't have to answer that. And he said, well, I'm not going to tell you anyway. I was like, well, that's probably good. But anyway, so I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, with all this, they ought to offer like a personal ad, because I'm going to need somebody to take care of me, because I'll be dead within 2 weeks, because I'm not even sure I know how to get something out of the freezer and either put it on the counter or put it in the fridge or put it somewhere to thaw out, or anyway.
Yeah, you'll be buying a microwave.
I'll be dead. I'll probably microwave my head. So, yeah.
Because we don't own a microwave.
Yeah, we don't do microwave. Anyway, so I got all this going on. And it was really...
you ought to back up to last week when we went to the GI doctor and you were telling her about how the last 6 months of your life.
I'm having to pay. I've had this thumb stuff. I'm wearing a heart monitor, and I'm going to the GI doctor because I can't keep food down when I swallow. And I said, and usually the last 6 months are when you have your highest medical bills. And I'm like, you know, I could go any minute if it's judged by how much you're paying out in medical stuff. So I got that going for me. But yeah, it's, you know, just stuff happens, and I'm aware of it. So just living the life, living the dream, as they say, living the dream. Pause again.
No, it's a scam.
Okay, we don't pause for scammers.
And I'm not answering anymore while I'm driving. I need that. For some reason, I had an update on my phone, and then it changed everything. And now I don't have my driving thing to make my phone go, she's driving.
You can't click a setting?
I didn't realize it was doing it until this trip.
Oh. Yeah, we don't get out much.
It updated yesterday.
Oh.
And we do get out way too much lately. Every day we've got an appointment somewhere. It all started with that stupid thumb. Not that I'm bitter about it. You just come on over there. I'm gonna let you come on over.
I wonder if people know where they're going or what lane they need to be in.
No, they don't, because they're cutting across everything.
Are they paying attention to the road or their phone?
Well, they're probably looking at their
phone to tell them where to go. That place already's reopened as some type of French donut place.
Yes, I saw that advertised on Instagram by the little girl that does all the Chattanooga stuff. She's a cute little girl. She's an adult. I say little girl, but anybody that's under 40 is a kid to me. 30.
And anybody under 400 pounds is probably cute. Although round is cute.
Oh, she has this Instagram account where she's Gen Z, so she's kind of catering to the Gen Z. But I think she does a really
Gen Z is code for her life is ruled by her emotions.
That's not exactly what it means. Some people that are Gen Z aren't like that.
The exceptions that prove the rule.
But anyway, She did one here at this French donut place the other day. And I was like, that used to be like a seafood place, didn't it? Or
yeah, we went there and it was good. But I'm partial to seafood. I admit it.
It was some kind of Japanese place, and then it had seafood too, and it was like southern fried stuff. And I'm like, how is this what was the name of that place?
They probably have. Japan is kind of a north-south country, so they have a southern part and a northern part.
Oh, so southern Japan does the frying?
I guess so.
They know how to fry fish and hush puppies over there?
Probably.
Oh, I thought they ate fish raw and they had dumplings. And they weren't like southern dumplings.
That's sushi, number one. And number two, it's all geographical, and I took geography in summer school, so I'm tuned into geography.
Why did you take it in summer? Why were you in summer school?
So I went to a small school, and in order to get my schedule to work out for a class that I really wanted, I had to take another class that was only offered at that specific time in summer school. One of the classes was geography.
We're going to be pushing it to get over to the other side of Chattanooga in 15 minutes, but your appointment's not till 2, but...
I thought it was 2:15.
They want you there at 1:45. But I've already checked you in and everything, so I'm not sure why they want you there at 1:45.
Well,
I've already done all of it.
Doesn't it this is a little bit of a side topic, but doesn't it kind of crack you up when you see people walking in the heat?
That is a word, doesn't it?
Doesn't it?
Doesn't it?
Anyway, you see these people walking like they're having transportation issues, but they've got neck tattoos. So I'm thinking they also may have a employment issue. But for all I know, that's the new thing where people with neck tattoos don't have problems finding jobs. Of course, you do have to ask, how's that neck tattoo going to look in 20 years?
Yeah.
Because
that neck gets saggy. I'm getting that. I'm getting that turkey neck.
Well.
And I'm only 50.
Well, 50 is the new
60.
40. Oh, you were going the other way. Yeah, I was thinking the new 40. But, yeah.
This is going to be dangerous.
Not a bit. Well, they just had to get there.
All right, you can pause it till we get back in.
Okay, we're back.
I don't remember what we were.
We were probably talking about me ranting about something crazy.
These people fly through here.
Well, I know they're in a hurry.
I know, this is the business district. It should be like 35.
Well, it doesn't apply to some people.
And this person, those people coming all the way across, they need to realize I got the right of way here. I need to get over one.
I'd stay in
I'll
this
just
lane.
get on it up here.
I'd just stay in this lane. Probably go up 153 to Amicola and go that way, because we got to get across town.
Yeah, we're gonna be late. I thought we would have enough time.
Anyway, so we've had a lot going on. So she does a lot of those exasperated sighs.
Well, I got so much stuff I need to get done, but I'm out on the road all the time, it seems like. But I've got stuff I need to get done at the house before my surgery because...
She has to set the house up so the rest of us survive.
My dogs need to be fed, and my husband, and me. And I don't want to eat out, because that stuff causes my blood pressure to go out the roof.
You don't put that in your purse.
Just hang for a second.
Okay.
I don't have a purse. I have a book bag.
Well, there you go, getting all dainty flower on me.
Yeah, I'm all about the daintiness. We get stuck behind a truck where I can't see in front of it. I like to see what's going on ahead.
Well, there's traffic in front of it. If you get over one lane, you can speed up and pass, but or not.
I can't get over those cars.
Well, then stay in this lane. See, they're walking and they don't have neck tattoos that I can see.
Not everybody that walks has a neck tattoo.
Yeah, okay. That used to be a knife museum, now it's a bank.
A knife museum?
Yeah. I think it was the National Knife Museum or something, I don't know.
They got hotels everywhere now. You look around, there's a new hotel every time you look. Look, there's an Element by
that's because
Weston.
We're near a shopping center, and apparently people stay in a hotel to go shopping. But if you're on other parts of town, you can't look without seeing apartments. That's what the landscape
Well, they're
is.
building hotels over there too. They're knocking down historical sites to build hotels. So
oh, yeah.
We can look at probably the baseball field being a hotel.
Well, that's because they get that hotel tax to help pay for the new baseball field, I guess, or to give money to Erlanger to pay for the baseball field. Who knows? But yeah, that's hard to see their blinker.
No. There's a plane.
Yep. How's your series on plane crashes going?
Oh my goodness. So there was one last night I watched, and they were delivering mail, the DHL plane, in the middle of Baghdad when the war was, well, the war had just gotten over with over there, but there was still total chaos over there.
Which war?
It was in 2003.
Okay, so that would probably be the second
And
ish war.
so one of the rebel groups had those ground-to-air missiles, and they shot the plane, hit its wing. So it was trying to navigate back to the airport, and the pilot did an excellent job because he had to go in circles. He could not turn the other way. He could only turn one way. So he was like having to do circles because he didn't have any hydraulics. All he had was his engines. So he used his throttle to learn how to maneuver the plane and keep it in the air, and basically just did circles all the way back to the airport. Then they had to keep the speed up when they were going to land because the nose gear, the landing gear on the nose wouldn't come down.
Wow.
And they didn't want to go nose first, you know, and burn up pretty much. So he was having to keep the speed up to keep the nose up.
Huh.
So he had to land at like 160, 170 miles an hour. And he overran the runway going that fast because he couldn't stop fast enough. And they ended up going out into the desert some, off the other end of the airport. And they had like live footage from it, where all you could see is just sand blowing up all around the plane. But they said the good thing about that is the sand put the fire out. But the bad thing was the guys got out of the plane, evacuated the plane, and the fire department, they were already there. And they were like, don't move, be still. It was one of those areas that was wired off because they hadn't checked for explosives.
Oh.
out there yet. So they're like, we get through this stupid plane thing that took forever to get back to the airport. We survived that, and now we're standing in the middle of a minefield. They got it though. They got out, but it took a while, and it was the craziest thing ever. But that pilot, he retired after that. He did not take any more flights. He's like, yeah, it's time to retire.
I would think once you go through something like that, what are the chances you're going to go through something like that again? I mean, it's kind of like having free money.
Well, he's like, no, it was time to retire.
Yeah. Well, that was probably a good decision, I guess.
But they said it was the first commercial private plane that had been shot down by the it didn't actually get shot down by the surface to air missiles that they had, those rebel groups had. But the other crazy thing was, there was a news reporter, I think she was out of England. She was meeting with the leader of the group, and it's the guy that was the leader of the group, it had the same name as that one that President Trump was always talking about he killed. Abdul Mbadi, or I can't remember his name. Yeah, President Trump says, yeah, we killed him, and he's...
He disrupted mail service.
But it was that terrorist group that was doing it. But she was interviewing them, and her and another journalist was with her, and then they were showing where they hid their weapons and bragging about all the stuff they were doing to cause chaos and this and that, and they had an interpreter there too. And then they're like, oh, we're going to show you something else we do. We've been shooting down planes. And she had heard reports of planes being shot down, but there was never any official news broadcast of planes being shot down. And by that time, she's like, we feared for our life if we said, no, we're not going to do this. So we kind of just followed along, hoping we got out of it alive at this point, because we felt that if we disagreed with them, they would kill us. And they actually videoed them shooting the plane from the ground. The journalists did.
Wow.
And then they were like, we have got to get out of here. But after they shot the plane, they tried to shoot it again when it made its circle, but they missed. And then they all climbed in the vehicles and said, come on, we gotta go, we gotta go. And then once they got back to civilization, they let the reporters go. So
wow,
it was kind of crazy though.
Okay.
But those poor pilots in that plane,
oh, I'm sure,
all three of them are standing there like, what do you mean we can't? We just, because the plane could have blown up at any time is what the pilot was saying. We needed to get as far away from the plane as possible.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, you can't move.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's been an interesting show.
Yeah.
I do know one thing. I do not want to go on an airplane. I have no desire.
Okay.
And I'm not very happy about living close to the airport now either. But that is where we are. So if one lands in our backyard and crashes, like I had that dream of even before I even started watching the show. It was a FedEx plane though. I'll just go up there and try to help take care of them. Rescue service before EMS gets there, because we know how long they take to get anywhere.
Yeah.
And now that I've almost put you to sleep,
I'm fine.
You look like you're falling asleep. Look at there, guaranteed cash offer on your home. I bet it won't be a good cash offer. We can sell our house for $400,000 right now.
Oh, without a doubt.
There's selling those little houses with no basement or anything for $350.
Yeah, that blows my mind. And it's near we have a park behind our house, so it's an opposite corner. Stay in this lane.
Oh, I'm not going Highway 58, am I?
No, we got to get over to Riverfront, or River Park, or Riverside, whatever that road is, Riverside. There's a house.
It's Habit.
It's the other corner of the park. So when the park floods, all the water drains down toward that end, and it smells like sewage for like a week after we have a really good.
Now it depends on what time of year it is. In the summer, it's more than a week.
Yeah, it's more than a sewage smell. But these people paid good money for this house.
Well, it could have been bad money. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know where they got the money from. But it's like, do y'all realize that y'all are going to have this stench, and it's on like a fourth of an acre?
It's not big.
It's not big enough to where they can be at the. Yeah, it's not big enough where they can be at the other end of the house and get away from this smell.
The house isn't that big either.
No.
And they're right next door to drug dealers.
Well, they're at least 2 doors up from what we would call suspected drug dealers that race up and down our road
and
like it's
have some
like
questionable things at the park.
Yeah. It's not the neighborhood it was when I grew up in it 50 years ago.
But it's always got something going on.
That's true. It is not boring. So we got that going for us.
And if it ever is boring, you got to start wondering, okay, what's going to happen next?
Yeah, it's kind of like when you're a kid and you let things get too quiet, your mom always comes in and checks on you because she knows you're up to something. So you always got to kind of keep that ambient noise. I mean, you could have sounds like, you know, a parade going down the street with clanging and all that stuff, and your parents will never check on you. But if you get real quiet, you can guarantee it, they're going to say, hey, what's going on back here?
Yep.
Got a little too quiet. We're not comfortable with that, especially when it's just boys in the house. But, you know. So.
You probably needed a sister to keep you in line.
Probably.
I don't like being behind trucks. But
I know, but you're going to let him get over, aren't you? I don't know why he's getting over. That car there's going to speed up. And see, he changed his mind. Because he's in a hurry, speeding down the road in a big old heavy dump truck.